Hello everyone and welcome back to another instalment of our Portugal barn conversion series. I just wanted to say a quick shout out to my sister who's been watching it in Birmingham saying, I want you to do more videos a week, there's not enough. Well, yo, you know what? You can get individual FaceTimes with us here, so you're really lucky.
I wish we had time to do more than one video a week, but as you guys know, it's ramping up. We are on the roof construction. It's a super stressful time. It definitely is, but we're getting through it so slowly but surely, and hopefully soon we'll have a solid watertight roof.
We're the Indie Project, Bee and Theo, and we've been living and travelling the world in vans for the past 6 years. We're currently renovating an abandoned stone barn in Portugal to turn it into a beautiful tiny home for us and our cat, Ginjey Bear. Follow our journey from the very beginning as we document the whole process of creating an off-grid home.
I really need to get up, but it's a struggle because Fernando absolutely loves sleeping on top of my head, and he will not move in the mornings, and it's making it hard to wake up and get down to the building site to get working because he's just so cute and you just don't want to move him.
Good morning, Bellies. Hey, Belly Bee. Come on. Here, chickies. Here you go, Bets. You love this one. Birdie. Look at her wattle and comb. Today's the beginning of a very exciting week. As you saw last week, we got the ridge beam up, and today the roof structure is really going to start to come together. So we're just getting everything ready for another day of building.
Leave it there a sec. I just go straight into it. And another beam piece there. What's up? There isn't. It's pretty straight.
So the roof construction is taking longer than was estimated, and that's down to a number of factors. One of the factors is the building isn't perfectly square. That's because when they were building this building out of stone over 100 years ago, they maybe didn't have the technology that we have now, but also building in stone is very technical, and stone isn't perfectly square anyway, so the building's out by a little bit. What that means is when we put the ridge beam up and we set the wall plates, we can't set the wall plate perfectly symmetrical to the ridge beam because the ridge beam would then fall off the back of the wall. It would be like at a diagonal, and that's not what you want. So basically the cut that you do for the rafter that sits on the top of the ridge beam to the wall plate is called a bird's mouth. So we have to cut every single one of them individually. Basically the rafter has to be lifted up 3 times. The first time to get the first cut, and then we bring it down, we do that cut, we get it in position, and then we mark it off both the bird's mouth, bring it back down, cut it, and then we can bring it back up and nail it. So it's a bit of a process, but we are getting there slowly but surely.
Voilà.
Got it. Not gonna lie, this part of the process, the roof construction, is definitely one of the most stressful parts so far, and that's down to the weather. So far we've been really lucky and we've only had one rain day, so we're doing good so far, and it looks like we're gonna get one more week of construction of full sunshine, but then the week after looks terrible. And so far, the speed that we're going at, it doesn't look like we're gonna have the tiles on by that time, so we need to figure out a way to waterproof and to cover over all of the wood for the downpour that is probably imminent, and then we're gonna have to continue and try and get this roof completely sealed and finished before the real rains start to come and the seasons change. I'm trying. So the last few days...
No, wait. What the hell's going on with your hands? Why are they two-tone?
Because I wear gloves all day, every day, my hands are bright white.
You literally look like someone who has applied fake tan and not done the hands.
And here as well.
Oh my gosh, the camera's overexposed.
Anyway, we spent the last 2 days non-stop sanding. Bee put the camera down because we just had to get these rafters completely sanded so they could get on the roof, and it didn't slow construction down whatsoever. Another thing we've been doing is we've been working out different ways of covering the wood. So we've been using this breathable membrane here that allows the wood to breathe, and therefore the dew in the morning, it doesn't seep through. With tarps sweat, it doesn't work. We used tarps to begin with and it was a bad idea. So this breathable membrane is how we're covering the wood, because it's super important that once it's sanded, you don't want any stains whatsoever, because then you're just going to have to resand it and it's a nightmare. We spent 2 full days sanding. We've taken on an extra labourer so that we can get this construction going quicker, and me and Bee can do other things that they don't need to be doing.
Yeah, check out the wood down here. This is what we've been doing. You can see the one that's not been done.
Yeah, this one's not been done. You can see all the marks. This is from transport, and just sitting in the sun and just lying around it decolours.
Totally different colour, isn't it?
And this here is the nicely sanded, fresh piece of, I was going to say birch then, I have no idea why I was going to say birch.
It's chestnut.
But beautiful chestnut plank, and it just looks gorgeous when it's sanded up. We basically started out with a 40 grit sandpaper just to take the top off, and then we slowly go finer and finer until it's really smooth, and then we're doing even finer finish when it's all in situ on the roof, and then we're going to oil it.
Oh, hello. It's time for a Fernando update. We've been getting so many questions from all of you across all our social media platforms asking how Fernando's getting on and whether he's met Ginjey, are they friends, what's going on. So, do you want to come in the shop, baby? He's absolutely obsessed with Theo. So, because Theo's literally sitting opposite me right now, Fernando is sitting on his lap, but so he doesn't want to be in the shop. But I just thought, yeah, time for an update on Fernando. Firstly, how's he doing health-wise? He's finished his antibiotics, he's finished his injections, he's finished his anti-inflammatories, and he is so full of energy. It's lovely. He's constantly running up and down. As you can see, we're in the caravan right now. He has been staying in the caravan with us and Ginjey Bear. So that leads us on to Ginjey Bear. She hates him. She absolutely hates him, and it's really sad because, I mean, that's a bit dramatic, to be fair. At first she was very, very, very angry to see him. Didn't want to be anywhere near him. Now she will spend time in the caravan with him. She does bat him here and there, and she does growl occasionally, but she's definitely calmed down. But it'd be really lovely if any of you have any advice on how to get an older cat to accept a kitten, especially in their own home. That would be very much appreciated. We're going to get some Feliway and stuff. So they're doing really well. We've got fingers crossed that they will eventually become best friends, because if they don't get on living in a small space, it wouldn't be fair on either of them to keep them together. He really is such a lovely boy, and it would be so sad. It would actually be so heartbreaking if we did have to rehome him, because I know we're fostering him, but let's be honest here, he's probably going to end up being with us forever if him and Ginjey do end up becoming best friends.
Yeah.
Fucking 699.
2.7.
So whilst the guys have been working on the timber, Kevin has been working on the gable, putting the stones in. And how good does that look? And this is basically what it's going to look like when it's completely finished. Because remember, this is staying our feature wall, and it just looks so lovely to see the stone going all the way up to the ceiling.
Move your thumb. That way up. All yours, Molly. Yeah? Yep. Up to me, Molly.
So this is it. The roof is very nearly finished being framed. That doesn't mean that we're in though. We've still got some Velux windows to put in, and then the insulation, and then the Tyvek, and then the rafters, and then the tiles. But then the roof will finally be done, and it's just so lovely to be able to see it and just envision what it's going to be like. And actually, having this on now lets us know that there's a lot more headroom.
Yeah, it looks so good. And it feels like a proper home now, doesn't it?
It really does. I need you guys to see just how much room Theo has when he's standing down there.
It's always really hard to show you guys the scale of the barn, and I know it started out feeling really small and like a storage cupboard, but look up now to the ceiling. So much space, it's incredible.
We could have a mezzanine at this end as well if you want.
Exactly, we could have a whole second story if we wanted, but I think the way we've designed it is it's going to maximise the space, and it's going to feel so nice sitting down under here. It feels like I'm almost in a church or something. It's great.
So what a fantastic week it's been. There's been a lot of change. The roof is really starting to come along, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it too. Please don't forget, if you haven't already, to like the video, subscribe and hit that notification button so you never miss a video. And also follow us on Instagram if you want, because we do regular updates on there. We also have Patreon where you can watch our videos early, and there's loads of other benefits too. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.